as we go into our match for today. Dallas Fuel against their friends Owen.
There was somebody in Toronto who came up to me and was like, "You don't need a box."
For the copy, he has the duplicate. He goes after King instead. He got double tracer action. You're gonna build up to that pulse bomb very quickly. I mean, it's the quickest ultimate to build in the game, but with Masa down, it's not looking too hot for the Titans. They do nano falls, and he has a second life with the self-destruct. He wants to leave it on the point, so he does. Dallas Fuel will disperse, but not before claiming the kills they need to flip back the objective.
Yeah, and even though they lost Fielder
for the point, Dallas Fuel also have Primal Rage coming up. Fearless can stall this forever, and Titans, I mean, that's a swap to the Moira to have the extra healing. You don't have a mech from False, but you have Fearless with the Primal just knocking everyone away. Masa couldn't get the touch. Not that there was any hope that anything could happen there, but Fuel take first round. That main choke on Lighthouse, using that bubble. But now there's two main chokes when it comes to Well, and Fearless immediately pounces on the backline. I mean, Skyrip is 1 HP, and Titans have already folded before they can even place their first piece. So that's just the point first for Fuel.
Titans, like, if you need something to go right at, like, with the beginning of one of these fights, right? To gain some type of the Lucio, and then they use the EMP.
Not the boost, yo, bro. I was hyping y'all up at the pre-show. This is not how you want to end at least map number 1, but you got a sound barrier from Masa after the EMP, a self-destruct. King has a duplicate, wants to conserve that. You've already got 2 kills if you're the Titans, 5 versus 2. And all of that without Skyripa, who died in the middle of that fight. So we go back to the point with only 2 people remaining of the Titans.
The run back
are seconds away from making a 0 to 100 comeback here on Well. And it's all chaos on the point. Everyone doing one-on-one. Sparkle gets an important double kill onto the supports. A pulse to D-Mech False. And no comeback will be happening here today because Fuel will be taking map number 1.
Almost for the Titans. The first point, not great.
Liking to stand on that top right roof. Maybe King can fly up, get a right click in, and just burst them to death. So Fuel have to just be careful of their initiative and how much they extend. The nano, though, from Skyrip is given to King as he hopes to land right onto Hanbin. The grab from False committed on top of that. Titans already working on that first tick. Sparkle looming around. Supports. He's already used Self Bubble, and now the second one. This is the go sign for Titans, as now King even gets the duplicate. There's 2 Zarya's on the field, all the bubbles and all the sustain they need, as even Chio is using the rally. The sustain for Fuel to match up against Titans, keep them on the cart, and even send them away, as Edison's jumping in the back, kills 2, going for the third. Around the corner is Skyripa, his hiding spot's been discovered, and Fuel continue to hold the choke.
Yeah, and they want to get rid of False, so he can't leave with any of the charge he's built up.
Fuel must be aware of this, not wanting to be in range to get dropped down upon. There is a pulse drop, but not sticking to that support player. But what's sticking is this human microwave of Falls at 100 energy. That's looking pretty good. Titans can move forward.
Oh, yeah, I mean, 100 energy plus the nano. You hold on to grab the equation in that fight. He's not actually able to be in there with the Dallas Fuel. As he'll get a bubble. He's going to recall here. So you still have this contested.
I can't believe Sparkle was able to contest it for like the 5 to 8 seconds he was there. He received 1 bubble from Hanbin. Hanbin takes over the touch. Sparkle's at the back. He starts pulsing the supports. Titans thought they had this, but now Fuel are back and ready to brawl. But they don't have Hanbin, so Titans can just play this from front to back. Well, they forgot their supports, and actually they Pulse isn't even existing because he slept. So as much as Titans were trying to play that front to back, they didn't actually have a front to fight with. So no point B for Titans.
They get really close.
Short, but King's been getting a lot of the bubbles, and Titans playing really clumped up together, which is great news for Sparkle and the sticky bombs he's laying down. And man, all the kills just went the Titans' way as soon as the Fuel engaged, especially Aspire getting 3 there. That's massive.
Yeah, I mean, they just dove head on into the Zarya. Right.
That's a miss. That's also a miss. No sleep for you, as Fielder is about to shut his eyes and go goodnight. So no Fielder, is this a problem? A lot of healing now missing as Hanbin is about to lose the mech, and Titans are looking very healthy as they're still just trying to hold on to the high ground. And Fuel have now lost a few fights in a row, and half their time bank is down, although Dallas will still have respawn advantage, so any kill that the Fuel does have, something they can work towards, and they're already on the...
to live on through it. And then you also have the Death Blossom. Like, they can walk right into this Death Blossom.
Oh, you also have a grab, and Fuel tried to nano Hanbin to keep him alive, but that's toast, as False now gets nanoed, and he gets to just run everyone down. So Titans are playing this choke really well. The box of victory in their sight, and now that Moss's Transcendence is out, it's time for Edison to let it rip. But False has way too much energy, just literally melted his face off. So we're left with a, 4-on-3 in favor of the Dallas Fuel. Hanbin's full energy needs to be target number 1. Titans have respawn advantage, and all they have to do is play slow, try to stabilize if they can. False throws the grab in the faces of the supports, and that is a fight winner for them, but he's got to deal with the 2 last members of Fuel.
Yeah, it might not be enough. King coming back here on the Reaper is going to get mowed down with a headshot there, as Sparkle and Hanbin do it again. They're able to just pick up that kill. When you mentioned it,
I mean, the Torp sounds funny, but it's like they're creating this kind of safe base for maybe Aspire to not get harassed by Edison so much, so he can have the freedom to hit shots. As you got the Amp Matrix from Skyrippa, and there's a Transcendence from Masa really to just save himself, because the pulse from Edison will burst through all of that. It's only going to kill King, and Titans are ahead in kills, so this card could be making its way to A, and Doha jumps the EMP before getting shot in the face, and that did absolutely nothing for the Fuel.
Yeah, I was like, oh, maybe they'll be able to make something out of this here.
But they were all kind of dispersed and worry about the Fuel drop down, and now they're here to party, and Doha's already down. Titans 5 versus 4 have already used Lamp as well. Aspire at a distance with the overclock, hits Hanbin before he can even get back into mech, and Titans dodge and self-destruct. So it's been a couple of ultimates now that Fuel haven't really netted a fight win out of.
And right there, you see here for the Titans, they haven't been like fully wiped yet. Maybe False able to get the mech back. I think at this point, though, once you lose Aspire and Skyrippa, like, that is it. So, yeah, you're going to have everybody else just kind of run in, drop. Now you're going to get a full reset here for the Titans, but a minute 20 on the clock.
Trapped at the end, and they can still anchor the car, and all Fielder and Chio have to do is pocket Hanbin, who eats the pulse from King, loses the mech, and not wanting to drop the self-destruct that I thought he had. Nano now for, actually, Chio. I thought it was going to be for Doha. He doesn't really need any help, because his blade's popping off, and Titans a bit lost in the sauce.
Yeah, I was shocked they didn't actually nano Hanbin, as he was on the cart just trying to contest. Yeah. They actually end up nanoing Chio. Which does not look like it's going to work out. So that'll be a point B take there for the Titans.
Just hacking away. False is just always permanently hacked, and Fuel's win condition has been to try and demech False, and the EMP drops, Skyrippa falls over, and it's 5 versus 3 for the defense. You would nano Edison, and he's just shredding everyone in his sight. So that'll be the end of the road for Titans on their attack, about halfway to C. It's still forever, but Titans still able to just stabilize. Now that we're kind of at this T section of the map, it's easy for Titans to disperse around the payload, and I say that, and they get folded over like a lawn chair. So Hanbin is still good at being aggressive and chasing you down when you are isolated and taking those different angles that I was explaining. But Fuel now with that fight win will be in trade as Fuel. I mean, they're still chilling. Titans now under fire as Fuel start their engage, have made their way at the back. Hanbin has killed both supports by himself, and Aspire just got hacked. So Fuel should easily sail away to point B, and they have about 3 members left. They demech False here, or they kill False here, then this should be more than enough.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, once the Discord gets on to King, he has to just get out of harm's way, as he should probably die here towards the end. Yeah, that'll be the finish.
Titans really got to stabilize. They got to anchor this card because the box of victory series on the line as the Fuel surge forward. It's a nano onto Hanbin. Delivered by Fielder with love. And Skyrippa is getting not the type of love he wants. Hanbin with the just casual 3K. Just absolutely rolling Titans. And yeah, I mean, this is a diff on all accounts. Titans will be 4-4 MIA on the cart as the Dallas Fuel sail away to another 3-0 victory.
Just too strong. And I think the Titans, they put up a pretty good fight there towards the end. They were able to actually...